All right, welcome everybody to Mind Your Own Business. I am so excited to be with you. I'm Dr. Erin, your high performance business coach and mindset strategist. And today we're going to talk about a topic that is oh so sexy, discipline. Everyone loves discipline, right? No Debbie Downer, but we're going to talk about how to fall in love with being disciplined and why is it that so many of the times we as humans, we know what to do, but we don't do what we know. We know what to do, but we don't do what we know. And this is what I've been realizing in this land, in this era of information overload, that if you could Google your way to success, you would have done it by now. That really, strategy eats mindset for breakfast, people. Like, strategy is great, and knowing what to do is great, but we've got to mind our own business, right? We've got to mind and train our brains to be disciplined. So I look at discipline a little bit different than maybe you've heard about it before. So let me kind of set it up this way. So discipline is really related, I believe, to confidence. And confidence, if we look at the word to confide in oneself, is the ability to keep the promises one makes to oneself. And can I be confident in my ability to keep the promises I make to myself? Which kind of sounds a lot like discipline, doesn't it? And so if discipline is related to the promises I'm making to myself, we have to make sure that we're really clear about what it is we're trying to create and who we're wanting to be. So as we talk about discipline, what I would really encourage you to do right now is write down and return to your words that describe your ideal self. And in particular, write down the 3 words that would describe how you want to be as a nutritionist. How do you want to be as the CEO of your business? What 3 words would describe you being your best, most ideal self? Okay. This, my friends, is called your identity. And identity is the foundation, it's the bedrock of discipline. You can't possibly be disciplined if you don't know what you're trying to accomplish, if you don't know why it matters to you. And we've looked at, like, why is that so important? And you've looked at your why. And I saw a meme on Facebook yesterday that was like a punch to the gut. And it said this: do your actions support your why? Like, it's so easy and important to create our whys in this business. And it's easy to fall in love with the hope that this business gives us. And I love that about this profession. It gives so many people hope where there wasn't hope before. Hope that things can be different. I was just visiting a model home. And I remember in years past, the feeling of, oh my gosh, maybe someday. And at least there was hope. And now that I'm disciplined and I know that I'm responsible for the decisions I make in my life and I'm responsible for the growth in my business, I left and I was crying and I called Pamela. I'm like, I'm going to live in one of these homes. Like, it's a done deal. It's not even like, I wonder if that will ever happen. It's happening. I'm stepping into that, but I only know that because I trust myself now to make the decisions that I say I'm going to make. So let's roll back discipline. I believe discipline is not so much a willpower issue as it is a forgetting issue. And what I mean by that is, people who are disciplined, they hold their goals and their why in the forefront of their brain, and they visit it frequently. I'm talking every single day. If you ask successful people, they look at their goals every single day. So let's create a micro habit where we're looking at our goals or visiting our goals every single day, lest we forget them. So I call it, put them on the dashboard of your brain. Put them on the dashboard of your brain, however you need to do that. Maybe every morning as you're brushing your teeth for 2 minutes, that's when you're visioneering. That's a new habit that I've created. I've got 2 minutes of brushing my teeth. Why not spend that in my future business? Again, creating this like future memory of what my life is going to look like. And you know, the brain's a goal achieving machine that doesn't know how to not just go and create that. Give yourself the gift of visioning every single day. Maybe you have it on your screensaver on your computer, but you need to remind your brain every single day, because motivation, remember, is a measure of how well you're serving others and how well you're leading your dream. And sometimes motivation wears off, right? So disciplined people are constantly visiting their why, their goal, their dream. And they're linking it up. So this is what I say. I'll say things like, look at me moving into my dream home by making my 5 reach outs today. I link it up. If I'm on the treadmill, I say, look at me being a great mom, because I know that they're related. If Erin doesn't take care of Erin, Erin is not a great mom. I look at taking care of my body as growing my empire. I'm like, look at me making money on the treadmill. Like, I believe my body, my health is my money maker. I link them up. Now, here's the best news ever. If you're not disciplined right now, it's okay. You're going to train your brain to be disciplined. So we know that the most amount of fuel needed to launch a rocket ship is when? It's at launch. It's at takeoff. But then we get something that's called, and there's a fancy word for it, it's called behavioral momentum. And what used to be difficult is now easy. And I always say, Pamela knows what I'm going to say, easy's not sleazy. Easy means mastery. So when people, look at me and they say, oh my gosh, you go to the gym every day, like, I could never do that. I don't get points for that anymore, you guys. I'm proud of myself, but I don't get points to do things that are easy for me. It's just what I do. I don't have to make decisions about it. Rob Sperry said this yesterday in a live, and I loved it. When you become disciplined, you remove decision fatigue. And I've talked about this with my clients. It's like, you want to create habits so that you don't even have to have these conversations with your brain of, am I going to do this today? I want it off the table for all of you of, am I going to make 5 calls today? It's just what you do. You don't ask yourself, are you going into work if you go to work to get paid? Like, you don't ask yourself that. There's no decision fatigue there. So if you become, and when you become disciplined, the beautiful thing about discipline is the freedom. It's a book I want to write, the freedom of discipline. The freedom of discipline. What could possibly be freeing about discipline? Well, we know it's freedom to and freedom from. So it's freedom to, think about other things. If you're not constantly having to do this war with yourself of, am I going to do what I say I'm going to do? You don't constantly have to wonder if you're, can be confident in yourself. You could use that emotional bandwidth on other things. If I don't have to worry about what I'm eating, I can think about other things that are much more exciting to me than what I'm going to put in my mouth. Like, there's freedom to discipline. And for everyone, it's different. But really think about, like, what would be intoxicatingly freeing about being disciplined? We hear in the big book, the narrow path is the way to go, right? And so really, again, if you practice being disciplined, it becomes the new norm. Neural pathways in your brain form. You get little shots of dopamine of like, I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. It becomes easy, which is not sleazy, it's mastery, and it becomes your new norm. And I know that you all want that. And do not listen to the lies in your head that say the 5 calls don't matter, because we know they do. And so going back to, what is your decision that you've made about this business? What is the decision you've made? You've made some decision about what you want and what rank you want and what income you want. We know exactly what to do. It's not a mystery. We know exactly what to do, like down to the number. It's just euphoria math. I can teach you, Travis can teach you, your upline can teach you how many people would that be in what amount of time, and you can get to your goal. It's not a matter of if I'm moving out into that model home. It's a matter of, oh my gosh, I'm moving in. Like, this is so exciting. And I want you to feel that joy as you build this business. So the last thing I'm going to say, and again, this is shared in love. I come in love. I come in peace. I have several other network marketing companies that pay me to be their coach. And it's weird, but I do. And they pay me quite a bit of money. And here's what I know about network marketing. The job description is talk to 5 humans a day. Like and I always say, if you don't like that job description, don't do it. Like if you hate it, don't do it. Do what you're put on this planet to do. Do what gives you joy. But that's the job description. Are you willing to talk to 5 humans a day about euphoria for kind of the rest of your life? That's it. Like, that's the job description. And have a little come to Jesus moment with yourself of, maybe I don't like that. Maybe I don't like that. And that's okay. It's okay. But if it's not okay, then that's the job description. So yes, we can help you with euphoria math. So imagine that, discipline is like you're building muscles. Go to the personal growth gym every day. Go to your discipline gym every day, and you will become so strong and so unstoppable that you're just disciplined. You're just disciplined. That's just who you are. So I want that for all of you. Thank you for joining us on Mind Your Own Business, and go and experience the freedom of true discipline. Love you all. Thank you.